certain storylines are resolved in Avatar: The Way of Water, which also resolves the developing conflict and hostility between Jake Sully and Colonel Miles Quarrich, who pursues Jake Sully and his family throughout the sequel. Importantly, it's made clear that Kiri, when connected to any section of Eywa, influences Pandora's animal life. The Netayam first resisted joining Jake and Kiri in their fight against the humans throughout the movie, but as soon as they saw the danger the humans posed to their way of life and the Tulkun, they jumped to join their cause. Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we will be telling you all about the ending of Avatar: The Way of Water and how it sets the stage for Avatar 3, 4, and 5. But before starting out with the video, make sure to hit the bell icon after subscribing to the channel to get our videos instantly on your device. Alright, let's get started now. After defeating Jake in the decisive battle, Quarrich almost drowns, but Spider pulls him to safety just in time. Payakan's life is preserved as a result of Scoresby's pursuit of the Tulkun being fully foiled, and his ship being destroyed. The Sully family suffers the death of Netayam, who passed away after being shot in the chest during the conflict with Quarrich before the story comes to a close. Who is Kiri's father? One of the major unresolved issues in Avatar: The Way of Water was who Kiri's father was. Kiri's siblings speculated that it might have been another scientist who collaborated with Dr. Grace Augustine, but her special talents and her close relationship with Eywa rules out this possibility. Given Grace's unique relationship with the goddess, it's plausible that Eywa is the father of Kiri. Since the Netayam clan wasn't yet known to exist in Avatar, it's improbable that Kiri's father is a member of that clan. Therefore, this explanation makes the most sense. We'll undoubtedly learn more about Kiri's mysterious relationship with Eywa after we learn who her father is. What's next for Quarrich? Throughout Avatar: The Way of Water, Quarrich's motivation was retribution, and it's likely that he will continue to carry out his plan to eliminate Jake Sully. However, after suffering a significant defeat, Colonel Quarrich can choose a temporary retreat to the RDA stronghold until he has gathered additional men and equipment to pursue Jake once more. This time he'll be more enraged, which may lead to increased violence. After his son saved Spider from the depths of the ocean, it's feasible Quarrich will also come to realize he genuinely cares for him. Although Quarrich's thirst for vengeance will likely overcome any fleeting affection he may have for Spider, this might alter his perspective on his end goal. Avatar 2's ending gives the Sullys a new home, as they prepare for war. Despite the disagreement between Jake and Quarrich appearing to be resolved for the time being, the Sully family chose to stay among them to be near their son because Netayam's passing eternally cemented their relationship with the Netayam tribe. At this critical juncture in their conflict with the RDA, going back to the Amaticaya would be a step backwards. Jake understood that keeping his family and himself on the defensive during the conflict between humans and Na'vi put them in a vulnerable position. Jake and Kiri may now collaborate with the Netayam and other water clans to better prepare themselves to face Quarrich and the RDA in the future, now that they're aware of what they're up against. How Jake reunites with his dead son. Because Netayam's body was restored to Eywa, according to Na'vi belief, no life is truly lost after death. When Jake is neurally connected to the Netayam family tree, his dead son can be found and they can reconcile, the bond called Sahelu. Jake's memories are triggered by the connection, which brings to mind one of his favorite times when he was teaching his son Netayam when he was younger. The father-son reunion is heartbreaking, but it illustrates how everything in Pandora is interconnected and how nothing actually dies. Even if Jake won't get to witness his son become an adult, he will always be able to see him thanks to this connection. How does The Way of Water's ending set up Avatar 3, 4, and 5? Since there was a gap between the original film and its sequels, which allowed James Cameron and his writing team to prepare the plot in advance, Avatar 3 has been proven to exist for a number of years. The director argues that continuing to collaborate with the cast and crew is a key reason why he keeps producing Avatar sequels. In Avatar: The Way of Water, Cameron more completely lays out his sequel concept. Avatar 3 will also continue the story of the Sully family and have Stephen Lang's Colonel Quarrich as its major antagonist. Given that Avatar 3 was shot simultaneously with Avatar: The Way of Water and that motion capture performance for both of those movies was completed in 2018, Cameron's plans for the sequel are more than established. It's also predicted that Avatar 3 will explore new areas of Pandora and present previously unseen Na'vi clans. The current projection is for Avatar 3 to hit theaters on December 20, 2024. The conclusion of Avatar: The Way of Water resolves a portion of the plot, but leaves several other parts unresolved. The conclusion of the movie implies that there will be larger fights in the future and that the conflict between the RDA and the Na'vi would intensify, provoking even greater hate and violence from humanity. The loss of Netayam also makes Lo'ak the son that Jake and Neytiri will be looking to in the future. It's likely that Lo'ak will take the initiative in the decisive battle in Avatar 5. Thus, he'll need to step up significantly. His romance with Rhea might potentially play a significant role in the narrative, further tying the Metkayina and the Amaticaya together. Additionally, the introduction of Amrita, a yellow chemical extracted from the Tulkun in The Way of Water, may play a significant role in the Avatar sequels. It's feasible that the other water clans will join the Metkayina in supporting Jake and his family against Quarrich after seeing the devastation and violence caused by the humans up close. The conflict between Spider and Neytiri is also present, and the latter's rescue of Quarrich from death would undoubtedly irritate her. This could lead to a lingering argument between the two that won't be settled until the last Avatar sequels. The Way of Water ultimately prepares the next generation to take the reins of the ongoing conflict. The real meaning of Avatar: The Way of Water's ending. The main theme of Avatar: The Way of Water is the very genuine worry that comes with becoming a parent. The adventures of Jake and Neytiri are particularly related to that as they choose between their families and the Amaticaya in their lives. The bond between Tonawari and Ronald and their own children and clans serves as a mirror image of this topic. The Sullys initially refused to participate in their conflict, deciding instead to put Metkayina's safety first. However, when Tonawari and Ronald's kids are in danger, everything changes. The difficulties of being a parent, how viewpoints and decisions alter when children are involved, and the fear of losing them are all explored in Avatar 2. The violence of colonialism is a topic that James Cameron touches on in his movie. The RDA and Quarrich are instances of how conquerors have historically treated indigenous tribes, with brute force, the steady devastation of their territory, and the stealing of their resources, even though some humans coexist peacefully with the Na'vi. In spite of years of peace, colonizers like the RDA persist in pursuing their goals, which ultimately results in the violent conquest and domination of Pandora, according to Avatar: The Way of Water. Through a fictitious setting that also represents human history, Avatar 2 serves as a lesson in what colonization looks like. Avatar: The Way of Water also looked into the importance of belonging and community. The Sullys being uprooted from their home and how alienated they initially feel from the Metkayina family are reflections of this. The Sully family feels more at home when they are finally embraced by them. This is especially true for Lo'ak, who feels alienated from both the Metkayina and his own family. This issue also emerges in Payakan's plot, which demonstrates how lonely it may be to be expelled from a neighborhood that was once home. In order to prevent the younger actors from noticeably aging between films, James Cameron, the director for the Avatar series, explained that both Avatar 4 and 5 are scripted, and that, like the third film, some of the footage for Avatar 4 has already been shot. In certain ways, his prescience makes sense. Avatar 3's release date has already been set for late December 2024, while the fourth and fifth films, still entitled release dates of late December 2026 and 2028 respectively, have already been confirmed. The box office results support Cameron's decision to gain an advantage over the competition. They have now launched a franchise. A story that will take place over numerous films has already begun. Avatar 3's plans will also include the Ash People, the first Na'vi enemies in the movie and inhabitants of Pandora's volcanic zone, he recently said. From the time when the four nations formerly coexisted in harmony, it appears that the series will go through the four elements: water, earth, fire, and air. Producer John Landau has also considered using Avatar 5 as a pretext for going there, giving the Sully family an opportunity to learn more about Earth's plight. The franchise seems certain to continue until something major goes wrong and Cameron is unable to find a replacement. Avatar 4 was scheduled for December 18, 2026 when Disney last updated its release calendar, maintaining its one Avatar every 2 years policy. Avatar 5 will be released in theaters on December 22, 2028, according to Disney's current calendar and the 2-year cycle. Avatar the Tulkun Rider is the rumored title for Avatar 4. The suspected title for the 5th one is Avatar, The Quest for Eywa. However, unlike the others, we don't have a lot of reliable confirmation. Well, Avatar The Way of Water definitely sets the tone for the rest of the Avatar series. Expectations are high, and let's see what James Cameron has in store for us. Have you watched Avatar The Way of Water? Are you also waiting for Avatar 3, 4, and 5? What are your views on the ending in Avatar The Way of Water? Do let us know your answers in the comment box below. And if you like our video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more such entertaining content. Till then, see you all and have a good day.